think deep down I probably knew there was no future. We didn't even talk about the future. I don't know what's going on. I remember all the girls in the house would be like, girl, like stand up. I'm like, stand up to who?
He told me he's interested,
But
so he
he
has to be my
likes
boyfriend
me.
forever.
Like, that man does not like you. I'm like, oh, whatever.
It's Sophia Franklin. You are listening to Sophia with an F, and the F is for phenomenal.
The clap. I've had that before, and that's not a joke. And that's
Who hasn't?
that's an amazing way to start the episode, actually. By the way, the clap is chlamydia, and all you have to do is take a pill and it gets rid of it.
Wait, I heard, no, I don't think the clap is chlamydia. I think it's gonorrhea. I'm not even kidding. Because I feel like I've said that before, and everyone's like, okay, gonorrhea isn't even a thing anymore. Wrong STD.
I'm fucking dead right now. I was about to just play that off, just like it ain't.
You're like, we've all had the clap. Yeah, everyone's like, no, I haven't had gonorrhea,
not
dude.
not that gonorrhea is necessarily worse, but like, I was really just about to like let that fly.
I feel like you get gonorrhea in like a dark forest somewhere.
I do
not,
too.
like-
I think it's because Lil Wayne's song, like, whatever he like talks. I think it's called gonorrhea.
His song is called Gonorrhea.
It was an old. It was,
People are getting away with anything these days.
They really are. Also,
Yes.
this was actually back in the day, that song. Micah. Oh, by the way, Micah.
Hey.
Thank you so much for being here. Micah, you guys know her from The Perfect Match or Love is Blind. And should we just dive in?
Yeah, let's do it head first.
Head first.
Yeah.
I like that. Why is it so sexual, like, all of a sudden? This episode, I'm like,
we okay?
great.
It's been a while for both of us. We're like, so.
I haven't had sex since I broke up with my ex.
No, me too.
And that was 3 months ago.
I haven't had sex in this country in like 2 years.
I live in this country. So, like, other countries, though.
Well, yeah, that doesn't count though.
It doesn't.
Exactly.
I like that rule.
I know, it's a good rule. If
If
you put
you
a
need a
few in place,
passport-
like you can just look back and you're like, I'm actually still a virgin. You just have to place the right rules.
That is fantastic. Honestly, the way guys are with, like, body count, and, like, we have to make up rules like that.
Yeah.
They're so crazy. If my tip pops out,
I'll
just let me know.
I'll just let it go. It's the
Please.
tune of the episode.
Actually, yeah, you're like, I kind of like it. Let's start with Love is Blind.
Okay.
I don't even know. There's like so much I want to. Okay, in the pods.
Oh my God.
What is the experience like in the pods?
I mean, it's so weird because I feel like even looking at the show, like from an outside perspective, I'm like, what are these people doing? Are they literally kidding? But when you're in there, it's so intense and so real. The emotions are like so heightened that you're kind of just like losing your mind. But it's like it's the way they set up. It's like very experimental. Like it's giving.
Ooh, like dystopian,
Yeah.
kind of Black Mirror.
It is kind of Black Mirror, actually, when you think about it. I feel like now the show is like so known that it's not that weird. But if like people didn't know what was happening and then they walked in and that was happening, they'd be like, what the
Wait, that
Like,
is such
no.
a good point.
Like if you
if
showed
my
up.
grandma saw that,
No, if
she
they
would
put
be
your
s-
grandma in a pod, she'd be like, what the is going on? I fear I must go. Like, this is crazy. No, it's bad.
So it's super intense. Like, what makes it intense, would you say?
I mean, it's like the longest hours. Like, you're talking, like, by the end of it, you start dating less people and you date for, like, longer periods of time. And, like, by the end, the dates were 6 hours. Like, you're there and you're there all day and night because you have the option to stay if you want at night. And, like, you kind of have to because otherwise you, like, fall behind. And-
Right.
Yeah. So it's just, like, around the clock.
And he
Okay.
literally asked me to please not to ever talk about him on a podcast, and here I am. once
Okay,
again.
perfect. Let's talk about it.
We were probably hanging out for 2 hours. That was exhausting.
2 hours total.
Yeah.
See,
And I was like, I need you to go now.
it's time for me to be by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a thing. But I fear that when I'll go on a first date, the
Mhm.
date's 15 hours long. And I don't know if this has happened from like Love is Blind, but I do not stop. I'm like, okay, well, where next?
So,
Yeah.
okay, so since you were on Love is Blind, like now when you're like dating out in the world, like
Mhm.
you keep it going. I've gone on dates like that too. They're little. There's definitely alcohol involved.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit bender kind of.
Yeah, you're at the 47th bar and you're like, whoa, we're in love.
You're Dave and Buster's in Times Square. And you're like asking if we can get Molly.
I fear this is a personal experience.
11 a.m. And then I ended up dating that person for 2 years. That was like really fun and cute. And that was our first date.
Yeah, you should have known it was going to be a good one from that.
Right?
Date. Yeah.
That screamed stable, normal relationship right there.
Actually, that's so accurate. Why do I always have like the worst first dates and then I date that person for like several years? And I'm like, I knew that very night that was not a good way to start.
Why do we do that?
I don't know. Literally one of the last guys I dated on the first date, I showed up 2 hours late. We got hammered. I cried about my ex, who I had just broken up with days prior. Mm-hmm. He cried about someone in his family had passed. Mm-hmm. We cried for like 3 hours, then we just dated for 2 years. Like at that point, just go your separate ways. Like, please.
Like if we're bringing this out of each other, just like right off the bat, but maybe it showed how compatible you guys are.
I mean, that's what we told ourselves.
Yeah,
we literally hated each other. No, it was so bad.
I kind of do it because I just let whoever shows me like interest and is persistent. I'm like, okay.
No, same. I was actually oh my God. No, I was talking to my friends the other day.
I'm like I'm kind of getting the vibe.
No, literally. Like I feel like if someone is into me and they want to date me, I'm like, okay, cool. So we shall date. But I don't think that's how it's supposed to be.
You want to date? I want to date somebody. So let's just do it.
You're here. You're willing.
Let's go.
Let's force it.
I know. At least marriage. But I probably my when I have a husband, it probably will be similar to that.
I can't go through a divorce. I was thinking about the other day. It's like I cannot go through a divorce. I'm not strong enough.
I feel like I am strong enough. I'm already planning.
You're like okay. So when I get divorced, the divorce party shall be
actually okay.
So funny.
Dating Paul. Since we're speaking of dating,
yeah. Well,
what didn't we see?
I mean,
he's the guy that was crying for 2 hours about.
No, I don't think I've ever seen Paul shed a tear. I don't know if he has those ducts. Like, I don't think I ever saw him cry. No,
the no tear ducts is hilarious, and I want to start using that.
He got them removed.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Paul and I actually had a good relationship, but I think the thing that made us as close as we were, why we decided to be together, is because we were both just in similar places in life. And while we were looking for something, it wasn't like, if I do not marry someone, it's over for me. We both took it serious to an extent, but it wasn't life or death. And I feel like our attitudes were very similar, and that's what kind of made us a match.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, how many relationships have you entered where you're 100% this is marriage or nothing? Do people do that?
I don't know. I haven't even found anyone normal in years.
Ever.
So.
You're ever.
I'm has there ever been? No, but I don't know. We were just very similar. People, we talked about stuff, but not to the extent that other people were. We were playing games. I was drawing flowers in my journal, and people were writing down their entire life plan, and we were kind of just more
lighthearted,
trying to enjoy each other.
Totally.
And that's kind of what it turned out to be. It ended up being more of a short-term thing, but we definitely really liked each other, and we got along really well.
Right.
Yeah.
So when he left you at the altar, that whole thing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
How
that was so bad.
Oh my God. I love the oh my God.
That was so bad.
How did you feel in that moment? I'm sure you've talked about this so many times, but
I know, I'm wait, this happened? I've lived 15 different lives since then.
You're I was drawing flower, and it was just lighthearted, and there was nothing
and then he left you at the altar. How do you feel? I'm well, that sucked. I don't know. I haven't thought about it in a while.
Baby girl, that's the thing about having your life just for public. People will bring up to me, and I am not putting myself in the same box. Yeah. Reality TV is totally different, but people will bring up to me that I said or did 5 years ago, and I'm okay, we don't even need to bring that up, and I don't remember that.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't even know who that girl
100%.
is.
I feel especially this time in your life, I feel everything is so you change so much so quickly based on the rapid experiences that you're going through, and it's just such this part of your 20s is so you're just changing so much. And so it's like I think back to that and I'm like, I don't even know who that was. But
right.
No, it was crazy.
So
That
are you
thing
like
was
kind of like
insane.
disassociated from it a little bit?
Kind of. I feel like Love is Blind though, it was kind of where I started. So people know me from that. And it's like you
Right.
kind of get a baseline for someone, you know, like first impression. And it's like that's like what you think of. And so unfortunately, in some ways, it's like I've had to like build my brand off of that character.
Right.
You
Because
know.
they kind of portrayed you as a mean girl.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
I don't want to admit it, but I am getting older, and lately I've noticed a dullness to my skin and some signs of aging that I've never seen before. So I knew it was time I refreshed and upgraded my skincare routine. One of the best things I did was a Glow treatment by Cynosure, and I am so excited to tell you guys about it. Glow is a treatment that combines the PicoSure Pro laser, a picosecond laser technology, with Potenza RF microneedling. On its own, PicoSure Pro tackles uneven skin tone and texture, treating hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and wrinkles. On the other hand, Potenza microneedling stimulates your body's collagen levels to give you tighter, firmer looking skin and targets unsightly blemishes for a smoother, more radiant complexion. Together, by combining the two treatments, you get all of these benefits in one. Who wouldn't want that? With Glow, the strength of the laser combined with the depth of the microneedling really allows deeper skin concerns to be treated. Glow targets pigment, tone, and texture, and I definitely saw a difference in my skin after the treatment. One of my favorite things about the Glow is that it has minimal discomfort and no downtime. So you're not sitting in the chair uncomfortable, and you can get right back to your routine once finished. The entire treatment takes less than an hour. If you are really looking to upgrade your skincare routine and tackle pigment, tone, and texture, I highly recommend trying out Glow by Cynosure. For more information and to find a provider near you, visit cyno.news/Sofia and check out my Instagram reel. And how did you feel about that portrayal? Obviously, actually, you don't even need to tell me. I'm sitting next to you and I can feel vibes, and vibes don't lie. And like, you're not a mean girl.
No, I know. I mean, it definitely sucked. And I think at first, since I was so shocked, 'cause it's like I was in those situations and like, I know in my heart I didn't do anything that was actually mean. So seeing it be portrayed as mean was really sad.
Yeah.
And I was shocked 'cause I couldn't have seen it coming because once again, I was there in person.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, it really sucked. But it's like, you know, reality is each person's like perception. Let them have it. And like, I know what's real and what's not. Like, I'll ground myself in my reality, and that's just what it is. It's like
period.
So, but it is hard though. It's like, I hate like seeing things like that. Oh, don't forget she was a mean girl. It's like, no, I wasn't. It's like, and also anyone that was there in those moments also know that.
Know the truth.
And so it's just like, oh, like you weren't even there. Like you don't know. But it's like, I don't know. I definitely, you know, there's mistakes that were made or immaturity that was shown. But it's like, I've never intentionally been mean to someone. I just literally have not.
Honestly, though, I feel like, especially when it comes to reality TV, like you can be the mean girl. I see this every reality show. It's like she was a mean girl, and then now she's like the most loved one, and he was the playboy, and now he like it's constantly changing.
Oh, for sure. And it's like it's so aggressive. Like I even still like I don't watch like a ton of like reality TV, but like even lately, like I've been super into like Love Island, right? And so I'm like reading comments like through things and like seeing like TikToks, and I'm like, oh my God, like things have gone way out of hand here in the internet. Like
in terms of how people react.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's like I even like I'll see someone like getting, I don't even know if it's about edit, or I'll see someone just like going through it in the media, and I'm like, that sucks, because that could just literally not be what's even happening. Like, that sucks.
It's the worst feeling in the entire, and you and I have
100%.
both felt it to some degree, and it
for sure.
It sucks, but similar to you, I just had to get to a point where I'm like, they'll always have something to say, you know?
For sure. And like it doesn't come naturally to be able to like let it roll off your back. But if we're gonna put ourselves in this situation, then we just have to.
We're gonna have to try to make it a little more natural somehow.
No, literally.
So after that experience, you You were like, the perfect match.
Yeah.
Let's do another ginormous reality show. Here we go.
Yeah, no, I was like, yeah, let me throw myself back out there, but like this time in a bikini. Like that will be fun. Like I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna do it. And I'm happy I did. I mean, it was definitely a risk because it could have gone like two ways. It could have been like, oh my gosh, double down on how we felt about her previously, or like potentially been like a opportunity for people to kind of see like how I actually am, or like get a sense of my personality. And like luckily for me, it was the latter, but it was definitely a risk. Yeah.
But you had the bikini on.
I did have the bikini.
So it was like whatever came out of your mouth, it was like null and void.
I was like, no, I was like spilling out of my bikini and everyone's models. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, the vastness of this is like too much.
Wait,
but it was fun.
I mean, being in a bikini in general, like at a house party,
no,
and you being in one on TV, but you probably just got
I don't know
used
how
to
I did
it.
that. Like I was thinking about it like this. Like I was even watching like to bring it back to Love Island. Like obviously I'm obsessed. I'm like looking at these girls walk around in these swimsuits, and I'm like, oh my god, I could never like the angles, and they just all look perfect. I'm like,
I like want to stand up and show how I'd walk.
Like if you were to walk at Love Island,
I would swear to God, I would be like with
just like crawling across the street
and like with my back arch. Okay, these pants are not.
Everyone's like, they're like, can you hurry up? Like we're trying to do something over here, and you're like,
sorry, I had to do the walk. I'm sorry, and I had to get her opinion.
No, it's so real. I give up so quickly. Like I remember, like I would come downstairs and some of the girls would be like, when are you planning on getting ready? And I'm like, I am ready. And they're like, what?
Right.
I was like, no, this is it.
I could only keep that up for like a week.
No, it's
for real.
No, same days.
Was there anyone in reality dating, like in the reality dating world, that you hoped to be cast on the show? Like, was there anyone
like for a perfect
secretly
match?
hoping?
I didn't like really know
because
I couldn't like think of someone, and that was like part of the process of perfect matches. They want there to be people that are interested in each other, so you like are supposed to like say a bunch of people, and I was like, shit, like I honestly don't know, and I can only think of I kept saying like Cole from Love Is Blind. But I'm like, wait, that's just like Paul point two. So I don't know. I think I was like still confused. But when I walked in, I was like looking around. I was like, I was like, fuck. I was like,
so like, what the is like? These were the cards I was dealt type shit.
I mean, kind of. And it's like
Harry Jowsey, I'd be like, gross.
No,
but that's a personal thing.
I don't even know if Harry and I even like uttered words to each other.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, like I'm not kidding. He. Like I honestly, I don't even have anything bad to say about him because everything nasty is already out there. So it's like just go read, and that's like actually accurate. Yeah. So it's like it's nothing for me to say, but like it definitely we were not like I wouldn't say
you guys
we
weren't besties.
We weren't besties, and I think it's because like everyone like genuinely was like licking his asshole, and I just like did not care.
I could totally see that, like the politics within the house.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I like did not get it.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, I'm just trying to stay afloat here. Like I don't have time for this.
I'm trying to stay afloat in this bikini right now.
No, I'm like my bikini is like falling off, and I need to find a man. Like I don't have time. Like, no.
Okay, so now that you're like a little bit distanced from filming, how would you describe your journey on the show? I mean, I guess you kind of explained it.
Yeah,
it was like you're testing the waters. Would you do it again?
I mean, maybe. I just think at this point I'm like pretty much banned from like Netflix dating shows. Like it just quite literally doesn't work for me.
I think no, never say never.
Oh, I never say never. I mean, I'll pull up.
I'll do it with you.
Yeah, should we?
I don't know if I'm like cut out for it.
I'm not, but like I was still there. I still gave it a go.
Yeah.
Round 3 perhaps.
I feel like if I'm with you, then like I could really feel safe.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Yeah, I'll protect you. I mean, I can't protect myself, but like I'll do my best.
We'll both be delusional as fuck.
Yeah.
Just like with each other.
They like literally hate us and we're like, so like marriage?
We would be portrayed as the worst. Like just I can already hear it in my voice.
Definitely not crowd favorite.
Okay, your relationship with Kaz.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like everything's like been said at this point, but
people ask you that all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
And I mean, like, I feel like everyone just like flocked, like the whole cast just like flocked to like talk about everything. I feel like everything's so like talked about, but it's like,
I just what it is.
Don't care like at all. I really liked him. I think deep down I probably knew there was no future. I mean, he lives in London and I'm sure he plans on staying there. I don't even know. We didn't even talk about the future. I don't know what's going on. I just knew that he was my favorite person there, like by far. And I wanted to be with him there. There was no one else I was even remotely interested in. That's just what it
as we
was. So I'm gonna
know.
stick beside him. Like,
Right.
I mean, it's like, yeah. I remember all the girls in the house would be like, girl, like, stand up. Like, if you don't stand up, like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, stand up to who? I'm like,
Wait, what does that mean, stand up?
just like leave him.
Like,
Like, don't give him another chance. Like,
But you're like, but he told me he's interested,
But
so he
he
has to be my
likes
boyfriend
me.
forever.
but we like each other. They're like, that man does not like you. I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't know. It was honestly fun. Like, it obviously you got to see a lot of the parts where like it was like drama and fighting and crying, but we had a lot of fun together. We were always laughing. We had like a ton of like inside jokes. Like, we just enjoyed each other's company.
Yeah,
And it's like, it is a little unfortunate that was definitely outshined by like all the negatives.
like the split and
Like the split and the fights and like all the other girls and like whatever. But I mean, it is what it is. I
But
honestly
from
don't
your
regret
point
it.
of view, like it wasn't this like horrible, like horrifying experience.
No, like I definitely really liked him. I thought he was super cute. I thought he was really funny. I think he's a great guy, just not a great guy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, do your thing. Like,
if
go
he's not a
walking.
great guy for you, he's just not a great guy, and that's Sophia saying that. I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's probably ready to be in like a serious relationship and like how he is and the way that he moves. But like that's on him. It has literally nothing to do with me. Like, go do
Yeah.
you, King. I'm over here.
He's
Yeah.
in London,
Yeah, stay over there.
and you're in LA.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel that.
Yeah.
So what is like, do you have something in the books? Like, what's your plan now?
With like what, guys?
Well, I was gonna say just like
Hey.
work, but I actually am more interested in the guy thing because
It's
I'm
more fun to
in,
talk about guys.
we should go on double date.
I'm
And
so
it is way
down.
more fun.
Double dates are so fun. We probably just like yap to each other the whole time
I know.
and they'd be like,
it would be a disaster, but so good. So
Yeah.
you're not dating anyone.
no, I've like been kind of like casually seeing people, but I'm not dating anyone, and I'm not gonna date.
Kaz.
No, fuck no. What the hell? It's like you couldn't pay me, but I mean, I think for now I'm gonna stay away from the Netflix reality like
Really?
universe. I mean, there's no one I'm interested in. It's like it also feels so like immature, not immature. I don't even know. It's like very high school. Like even just like the way it's like very catty and like I feel like everyone's like intertwined and it's
Ooh.
just like not. I just don't care enough.
Yeah.
Like all.
So I'm gonna never say the show ever, ever, ever. I went through like this process to be on a reality show, and I like made it to like the final round and how to like meet with like the executive and da 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 da.
Oh my god.
It is kind of in limbo right now. What advice do you have for me? Like, don't fucking do it.
No, do it. Well,
Run
life
it.
is so short. Run it. Yeah. Who
Okay.
cares? I mean, if you feel like you want to do it, try it. You don't like it, leave. Like why not?
I'm obsessed with you.
Yeah, I'm like, why not?
I'm like, we're going to dinner after this.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I fucking love you.
It's fun. It's like it just adds to the storyline at this point.
Yeah. And also, I've already gotten so much horrifying feedback and press and whatever. It's like, I don't think anything could really faze me.
Wait, why is that so true? That's kind of how I felt after leaving Love Is Blind. I was like, I was dragged through the absolute trenches.
It's like, what else could really
No, literally,
happen?
I don't know. Like that's
We're
why like
soldiers.
nothing. Yeah,
That's
no,
what we are.
nothing like phases me. Like I'll see like something come out, like someone will like drop some tea or like do something, and I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
like do your thing. Like
Yeah.
get your 5 minutes, I guess. Like
I feel the exact same way. In fact,
Yeah.
I don't read anything.
I don't even know how to read anymore. I like turn that off.
That's actually really, I can't read for more than 10 seconds. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Micah, you are so fucking cute. I love you. Obviously, this was like a shorter episode.
Yeah.
LA traffic had the city slow. I don't know what rap song that's from, but
Oh my gosh, you and your rap clothes.
I know what
I came
is
from the
up
airport.
with me today. I came from the
I came from the airport, so like whatever. We're doing our best.
And also, I usually wear sweats, but I don't know. I decided to.
The contrast is wild here.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
And we'll do a flip flop when we start our podcast. By the way, that was
Yeah.
going to be the grand reveal. Micah, where can everybody find you?
I mean, dinking around in LA. No, I'm just kidding. So, IG, Micah Lussier, TikTok, just farting around, like not good at it, but still trying.
You're killing it. Also, if you guys want to, oh, okay, my iPod. What the fuck? This is all I've had, and I haven't even finished this one seltzer. You guys know where to find me, Sofia then Franklin with a Y. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the YouTube and Sleuts. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.